Pardon me, it looks like we are having.
Hi, Nana. I couldn't unmute myself.
Yeah, we are in the. It's even funny to me. No, that's how it happens in technical ecosystem, right? Things always would break. Yeah, but I think now, yeah, you can proceed. Then I'll look at the back end and then fix what the issue is.
Okay, sure. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here with us today. So, I'm Abigail, and I'm joined here by my teammates Nana Safo, Richmond, and then Christopher. So, we'll get right into it. We'll share the order of the day, how things would go. We have a live demo coming up, but before that, we'll be sharing some introduction on what the Toolkit initiative is about. From there, we'll do a trivia session, and then we'll also take questions from anyone in the chat or on call if you want to. So I would have to invite Christopher to come on now. If Christopher is available, he would share some introduction about the initiative. I hope everyone can hear me. Thumbs up if you can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sure. So if Christopher is around, I would give the mic to him to share some introduction about the initiative with us.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Chris, we can hear you.
Yes, I was so much struggling trying to unmute myself. This may
Pardon
break
the
indeed.
system.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, hello people. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to DRepChain Toolkit Launch webinar. Okay, my name is Christopher Pokwekins, and I am part of the DRepChain team. Okay, yes. So this toolkit has been in development for some time, and we are actually really excited to finally share it with the community. Yes. But before we walk through the toolkit itself, I think my role for now, okay, is to briefly set the context, okay, to outline where Cardano governance stands as we move into 2026 or as we start the year 2026, okay, the background of the DRep chain initiative, and I think the purpose of actually this toolkit that our main man will be walking us through later. So without wasting much time, I think we look at the Cardano governance in 2026. So as we know that as we are in 2026, Cardano governance has reached a major turning point. As we can all see, things are really changing much faster. Okay, we can see that the governance on Cardano is no longer experimental. Okay, it's now operational, on chain, and it's more binding than it used to be. Yes, so this means governance decisions now directly influence most protocol changes, okay, to talk of treasury use, and also looking at the overall direction of the ecosystem, okay. Also, not to talk less of decision-making authority, which has now formally been distributed across three actors that we know, some of us know, or most of us know, of which we can look at the delegated representative, of which our toolkit speak much of or talks much about. That's also known as the DReps, okay? Can also look at the stake pool operators, okay, and also the constitutional committee, okay. These actually form the three actors or the three core actors in decision making in line with the Cardano architecture. So I think within this structure, DRep have become the primary interface between ADA holders and on-chain governance decisions. Okay, so I believe for most ADA holders, okay, participation is delegated. Okay, that is, it places a significant role or responsibility on DReps to act competently and transparently, okay, and also to look at the consistency in the delegation manner. Yeah. So as a result, the ecosystem has shifted focus a bit. Okay. So now I think we are moving away from early questions of direct onboarding and what we can look at towards more mature concerns like the DRep quality, accountability, specialization, and any mature concerns we can think of. Okay, my senior man will be walking us through the main content of why we are here, but I'm just giving a bit of overview of what we might be expecting in there. Okay, so I think I will talk a little about the background of the DRepChain initiative. Okay, so the DRepChain began as a response to a practical challenge, okay, that we all knew in the ecosystem. We being community members, we know that things are not so much informed, okay, so we need to look through and see how best we can make the Cardano ecosystem better, okay, so.
Hello, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we have some French speakers here, so if you can slow down for Boaz to
Oh,
translate for them.
okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So should I, okay then, so should I
Yeah.
hold on for Boaz to come in?
Yes. So you
Okay,
can
then
continue.
I'll take time, and then in that case, I'll be a bit slower. Okay. Hope
Okay.
my time won't beat me up, so I'll be a bit slow. Yeah. Okay. So Boaz, then it seems we need to work together now. So
Yeah,
Boaz, are you there?
yeah, I am. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can. I hope my
Great,
members too
thank
can
you.
equally hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, boss.
Alors, bienvenue à toute la communauté francophone qui vous suivez. Après, je vais essayer de vous aider à traduire ce qu'on est en train de parler ici. C'est d'une manière déjà mis sur le chat général d'une plateforme qu'on appelle Toolkit. Alors ici, on est à l'introduction. C'est que on veut tout simplement donner comment l'initiative se comporte pour le moment et on donne une vie générale de la gouvernance de Cardano, surtout dans son contexte de 2026, comment est-ce que les choses vont se comporter. En 2026, la gouvernance de Cardano n'est plus vraiment une expérimentation, mais c'est une opération toute complète pour le moment. Alors, la prise de décision autoritaire est formellement distribuée à travers les DRep, les opérateurs de stake pool et les comités constitutionnels. Autre chose qu'il faut savoir est que vont devenir la première interface entre les détenteurs de EDA et la gouvernance, la prise de décision de la gouvernance directement sur les réseaux, ce qu'on appelle on-chain. Alors enfin, l'écosystème est passé directement de l'introduction des DRep aux questions de la qualité des DRep et de certaines spécialisations. Ah, voilà, c'est ça l'introduction que Christophe essaie de donner pour le moment. On va essayer de faire la suite ensemble ici pour comprendre.
Okay. Boaz, all right. Thank you, Boaz. So I think, please, I want to ask, I hope I'm not going so fast. It's okay, right? Okay, right. So moving back into it. So I think I'm taking it from the background of the DRep initiative. So our DRepChain team, okay, began as a response to practical challenge within the ecosystem. Okay, that gave us the informed reasoning to come up with this toolkit that we are about to take us through. So as governance matured, okay, DReps were increasingly expected to operate like institutions, right? That is analyzing proposals, tracking certain decisions, and communicating even with delegators, okay? But yet much of this work was happening across just fragmented tools, okay? So they came in form like maybe spreadsheets, chat, documents, and other links, okay, were all scattered across different spaces. That makes it difficult for us to really appreciate much about the DRep initiative in the ecosystem. So the DRep chain, okay, initiated to address some of these gaps, okay. So the aim was actually not to change governance rules or replace existing mechanisms, but to support governance participants, okay, with actually better structure and coordination. Yeah, so as our toolkit will be coming in play, I think you appreciate where I'm coming from now. Yeah, so as it's core, I think the DRepChain is helping governance in participation. Yeah, I think I can put it from maybe ad hoc effort to maybe a bit of structured practices. Yes. Boaz.
Christophe, I don't know, maybe for saving time, I'll be taking a slide after slide. I don't know if that works because you are taking so much to do such a work. It's not easy for me.
Anyway,
If
okay,
that's
okay. Don't worry. Then you let me just I'm left with the purpose of the so you hold on. Let me just end with the purpose of the DRepChain toolkit so that you can come in. Okay. So maybe you can just pick a salient point there and translate it for us. So moving into the purpose of the DRepChain toolkit. Okay, yes. So this toolkit that we will be layering out here, okay, it's a support layer for the Cardano governance, okay, particularly for DReps, yes. And let me emphasize that it's not a voting platform, neither a wallet or a governance authority, but instead it is designed to help DReps, okay, in a way like onboarding effectively, understanding governance processes clearly, structure and documentation of work or anything, and communication transparently within delegators. Yes, and also I could say it also helps or it also serves aspiring DReps, okay, and community members who want to better understand how Cardano governance functions in practice. Yes, so in a governance system that is now operational and binding, I think good tooling is essential to support informed and responsible participation. Yeah, so I think I won't talk much. I'll hand over back to the moderator so that I think we take it up from there. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Christopher, for sharing with us the purpose of the toolkit and also some insights on Cardano governance in 2026. So now we'll get into the live showcase. Our speaker, Nana Safo, has a presentation for us. So, Nana, you have 40 minutes, so please keep it concise for us if you can. Okay, so you have the floor now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Abigail. Thank you, Christopher, for that bit of insight. Yeah, and thanks to everybody for coming in. As always, we always try to accommodate our French folks, and it is sometimes difficult, given duration. But let's see how best we can marry both English and French for this particular session. So, Boaz, whenever I call on you, please see if you can help me with some translation so that our French folks are not left out in this. So now, can you help me with the translation of what I just said?
Ok, ce que Nana Safo essaie de dire est que nous allons essayer de l'accommoder, vu qu'on a une seule communauté, mais avec des obédiences à ce qui concerne les langues. Alors, Boaz, moi qui je suis moi ici, je vais essayer à traduire pour que tout le monde puisse se retrouver au moins. Voilà.
Okay, perfect. And now, as you can see, I'm sharing my screen. And so I'm going to walk you through something we have developed over the course of time. And this is kind courtesy Project Catalyst funding that, we are doing this project. And at the end of the day, the whole goal is to, develop a toolkit that can aid and assist DReps in their day-to-day, onboarding and also effective participation in governance. Boss?
Voilà, pour le moment, je vais essayer de vous amener dans les toolkits, un truc sur lequel nous étions en train de travailler depuis un moment pour aider les délégués représentants en fait qu'ils puissent faire leur travail comme il se doit.
Perfect. So if you can see my screen, I am currently on the toolkit site, And I'm happy to share with you that this site is live. Yeah, it's live. So if you want to look it up, you can go to DRepChain.gitbook.io. I believe my colleague will put the link in the chat, DRepChain.gitbook.io, and you will have access to this beautiful toolkit that we have developed out of love and passion for the Cardano governance processes. So I wouldn't want to take much of your time. I will just go straight into illustrating how the toolkit works like, or how you as a DRep could make use of this toolkit to effectively participate in governance. Boas.
Voilà, pour le moment, je vais vous amener dans les toolkits. Ça, c'est direct, c'est maintenant. Vous pouvez vous-même expérimenter cela sur DRepChain.gitbook.io et vous allez poursuivre avec nous. On va essayer de voir comment ça fonctionne ensemble ici.
Yeah. So once you visit the platform, you are welcomed with a beautiful landing page that gives you some form of information about what you are looking at and what you probably could get out of this platform. Boss?
Quand vous entrez directement dans la plateforme, vous voyez cette page d'accueil ici, cette belle page d'accueil, et puis directement, vous pouvez voir là à côté des éléments dont vous avez besoin. C'est comme une table de matière, quoi.
Great. So now I will walk you through the general structure of the toolkit so you have a fair view of how we have arranged things for you. So first of all, of course, you have the title bar, which contains the logo of the project, and also it contains some tool menus as well as a search bar. And in each menu there are sub menus that you can actually click on to access these links or platforms, if I should put it that way. So there is one for institutions, which is the core institutions in Cardano as it stands now. So we know that there is Interset, there is Cardano Foundation, there is Input Output, which is IOG, and then there is also Imego. So, and then also if you hover over to the governance tools, this is going to lead you to what we would say the main governance tools that are being used by other DReps in the ecosystem. And of course, notable amongst them will be the Gov tools, which is the main or the official tool for Cardano governance. And also we have the 1694.io, which is developed by Lido Nation, and then there is also the tempo.vote, and then there is idastat.net. And as well, there's a search bar which can help you, if you want to look anything up pretty quick, you can use the search bar function to do that as well. Boss.
Voilà, ça c'est la page d'accueil. Quand vous l'ouvrez directement, vous voyez les logos de DRepChain ici à gauche, à haut. Et à part ça, dans la barre d'en haut, vous allez trouver des menus comme le menu des institutions. Vous pouvez voir les instances des Cardano, telles qu'Intersect. Vous allez voir IOG. Vous pouvez voir également autre chose tel que Murgo et consorts. À part ça, il y a les éléments de la gouvernance, donc les outils. Vous pouvez voir les CIP 1695. Oui, je parlais des 1694 et vous pouvez voir Tempo, c'est une plateforme de vote. Et vous pouvez voir également Dastat où on publie des informations importantes sur la gouvernance et bien d'autres. À part ça, il y a la barre de recherche. Là, vous pouvez demander directement un sujet qui est dans cette plateforme mais que vous voudriez retrouver le plus tôt possible. Thank you.
Thank you, boss. Yeah. So on the left side, you would see this panel here, and the panel here consists of the table of content for the toolkit. So you would notice there are a couple of titles or topics in here that you can see. Each and every one is responsive, so when you click on it, it takes you to exactly where you are supposed to head to. Boss.
À gauche ici, vous allez voir plusieurs éléments qui sont comme tout juste une table de matière qui pourra vous aider à vous conduire aisément dans la plateforme entière.
Okay. And then of course in the middle here, you will see the main content or the actual content of the toolkit, right? So as I'm scrolling, you will see all the content in here. And then also on the right hand side, you will see more of a navigation panel. So for instance, on each content page, there are definitely some titles or some topics that you can hover between, or you can shuffle between pretty quick. So once you click on any of these, it is going to take you to a particular place where this is located on the toolkit, right? And then also and then also there is a feedback button here, feedback buttons here, or the feedback function here. This is if you love, for instance, what you are seeing in terms of the content, you can use this emoji to say yes it was. I mean, if it was helpful, you can say yes it was. If it is not, you can say you're not sure or probably no. Was.
Voilà, ici, vous avez la capacité de défiler à travers la plateforme d'en haut en bas dans un sujet quelconque que vous êtes en train de consulter. Et à droite, vous pouvez voir des sujets qui sont à l'interne du thème que vous essayez de consulter. Et un peu en bas, vous allez trouver des éléments de retour où on vous demande si vous avez trouvé la matière intéressante et moins intéressante ou quelque chose de pas précis, et genre c'était bon, moyennement ou bien pas tout à fait. Et donc vous pouvez facilement défiler tel que vous êtes en train de le voir là-bas. Merci.
Okay. And of course, there is a copy function here for you if you want to copy the page. So if you want to copy everything you are seeing here into maybe a PDF or whatever, you can just use the copy function to do that. And then beneath here or below here, we have navigation buttons. So for instance, if you want to go to next page, if you want to go to previous page, you can use these navigation buttons to do that. If we have embedded that so it is easy for you to maneuver your way around the platform. And then there is this there are these buttons here, these three buttons here, which allows you to select which theme you want to have your system in, right? So for instance, if you want to have your system or your view in daylight mode, you can use the light theme to do that. If you want to have it in a dark theme too, you can use that. Or of course, if you want it to follow your system preference, then you can also use the system theme to do. So as you can see, currently mine is set to dark theme. If I should switch to light theme, then this is what becomes of the toolkit, right? So those who like to have bright contrast in reading and stuff, you can use that. And also, okay, boss.
Voilà, merci beaucoup. Toujours dans cette interface, up, please. Toujours dans cette interface, vous avez la capacité de copier toute la page. Vous cliquez tout simplement là où vous voyez les pointeurs là, et directement vous avez tous les éléments de la page. Un peu en bas, down please. Un peu en bas, il y a une autre fonctionnalité. Si vous voulez aller à gauche ou à droite, donc si vous voulez avancer la page suivante ou si vous voulez reculer, vous pouvez toujours utiliser, il y a un bouton là en bas. À part ça, il y a des éléments ici que vous pouvez voir en bas de la page. Donc, à droite, en bas, vous pouvez mettre la page en mode sombre ou vous pouvez la laisser en mode clair tel que vous voyez ici, selon que ça vous arrange. Voilà.
Okay. And we also do have these links over here. So for instance, if you want to, in our footer, we have some useful links here. So for instance, if you want to go to the DRep forum on Twitter, we have this link here for you to visit it. Also, there is a Cardano forum, there is a Cardano Academy, there's IOG Academy, and then there's Internet Intersect knowledge base. So these are all useful links for you as a DRep if you want to engage further or learn further about Cardano governance. These are platforms that you can really make good use of. We also have get in touch. So if you want to visit our website, we have our link here. Of course, you need to follow us on X so that you can ping us whenever you have an issue. Also, you can send a mail to hello@DRepChain.org, and then we can always, or we would always want to, respond to your email. And of course, the main sponsor for this project, as I mentioned earlier, is Cardano Project Catalyst, and we have a link here to their website. So if you want to explore about it, then the link is here for you as well. And as you know, this is an open source project, and it is being developed by DRepChain for Cardano community. As I mentioned, we started developing in 2025, and now we are launching it in 2026. Boss.
Donc, tel que vous pouvez le voir au pied de la page, ça veut dire ici un peu en bas, il y a des éléments importants tels que des liens importants. Vous pouvez vous renseigner, vous former si vous êtes en DRep ou bien quelqu'un des courriers de la gouvernance de Cardano. Il y a des liens tels que les DRep Forum et Cardano Forum. Il y a l'Académie de Cardano. Également, vous pouvez côtoyer les éléments des IoT Academy. Et enfin, surtout, beaucoup plus la base de données d'apprentissage d'Intersect vers la fin. Et ici, au milieu, en bas, il y a Get in Touch. Donc, vous pouvez entrer en contact avec DRepChain. Vous pouvez consulter leur website. Vous pouvez les suivre sur X, donc anciennement Twitter. Également, vous pouvez envoyer un email si vous avez des éléments importants à leur donner. À part ça, tel que vous le savez, depuis le départ, ce projet a été financé par Project Catalyst, ce qui devient le sponsor par excellence. Donc, d'autres pourront être ajoutés là en bas. À part ça, un élément qu'on a pu ajouter, voilà, je pense que c'est tout pour les pieds de page. Merci.
Yeah.
Anna, before you continue, can you kindly do us a favor?
Which
we
is?
want you to off your phone for us and maybe on your AC, because we are having feedback, which we are not able to hear you.
God damn it. Okay, all right, sure. All right, so give me like 2 minutes. Let me do that real quick.
OK, en attendant qu'il est en train d'arranger de son côté, tel qu'il a été dit vers la fin là, que ce projet est open source, et bien qu'il a été développé par DRepChain, mais vous pouvez apporter vos contributions. Donc, c'est ouvert à tout le monde. Vous pouvez dire ce que vous pensez nécessaire pour son amélioration. Ça va, ce qui est signalé tout juste vers la fin de la page. Merci.
Yeah, and I'm back. So continuing from where I left off, and thanks for that feedback, Richmond. So we also have we have embedded some forms in the toolkit. One of the form is to collect feedback from you as a user. So that is if you're a DRep or you aspire to become a DRep and you are using or you're making use of this platform. We know that we cannot always get everything perfect in the first. At the very first step. So we are very much open to receiving feedback from the entire ecosystem, and so that is at the bottom of each and every page we have these two forms here. The first one is to collect feedback from the users. Extensive feedback, right? This one is just to express how you feel about the content you're seeing. But then this form will allow you to provide an extensive feedback, which is if you want to tell us something, something that you want us to work on and stuff like that, you can use this form. And also, of course, because I mentioned it is an open source product, we are expecting that the entire ecosystem would also render in some form of support in the sense of contributing content for building the toolkit, and maintaining it for a longer period of time, right? So if you are a DRep and you want to also suggest something, for instance, you have accessed a particular page and you think there's something that is missing and you can actually work and contribute to it, of course, you can use this form to also bring that bit of information to us, and we'll be happy to have that integrated as well. Boss.
Voilà, donc en ce qui concerne les feedbacks, si vous voulez toujours donner vos retours par rapport à la plateforme continue à recueillir les avis des utilisateurs, que vous soyez un détenteur de EDA ou bien un courrier de la communauté Cardano ou un DRep. Vous pouvez répondre à des formulaires qui sont ici en bas, tels que vous pouvez les voir en dessous de la vidéo YouTube. Également, bon, ce n'est pas confondre avec le feedback d'avant. Ici à droite, donc, votre feeling, c'est que vous ressentez, c'est comment est-ce que vous avez trouvé la plateforme. Et ici, c'est d'une manière générale la collecte d'informations que vous pensez qu'elles peuvent améliorer la plateforme. Merci.
Good. All right. So now that you know about the structure of the toolkit, we will go straight up into some of the content that you can or you will be accessing when you access this particular toolkit, right? So yeah, we have a video here, a beautiful video which talks about reimagining Cardano governance. So of course, if you are wondering why Cardano governance, why must you participate, we have this video here for you. Just watch it, and we are sure that after watching it, you will have second thoughts of becoming a part of Cardano governance, probably by contributing yourself as a DRep or whatever, right? So these videos are all embedded. Of course, there are videos that are on YouTube, different sources, and I said it's open source, so of course we have to bring in sources from different platforms and channels that we can lay our hands on. So these are all embedded, and you can actually play them right in the toolkit. You don't have to go to YouTube to watch it. Of course, if you prefer to also watch it on YouTube, then you can use the watch on YouTube option to do that. Boss.
Dans cette plateforme, il y a des vidéos intéressantes qui vous renseignent également sur l'évolution de la gouvernance des Cardano. Par exemple, cette vidéo devant nous ici, que vous pouvez suivre directement dans la plateforme ou sur YouTube, selon que vous le voulez, mais c'est possible aussi ici. Vous pouvez toujours suivre des vidéos qui sont comme ça, qui ont été amenées d'autres sites pour aider la compréhension, ainsi de suite comme ça. Merci.
Great. So yeah, just to demonstrate, if I should click on play, you'll realize that the video will
billionaire and still be miserable and fall apart and die. And the challenge is that the sources of meaning,
so the videos play, they are very much functional, right? And I don't know if you heard audio, but if you didn't hear audio, then it's probably because I'm not sharing with audio. But if you heard audio too, then that's awesome. Of course, if you test it out, you will know that audio is also working, so it's 100% functional for you.
Bien sûr, il vient de l'essayer. Il demandait si vous avez l'audio. Et c'est vraiment smooth. Quand vous essayez de cliquer, ça donne bien. Ça se joue comme toujours dans la plateforme originale.
Okay, and now I want to show you something. So I know that once you get yourself on a toolkit, one of the questions that you're going to ask yourself is, okay, how do I maneuver those toolkits, right? And we have a demo video that we did from day one of building this toolkit. So of course the content in the demo video itself might not be exactly the same as you would see on a toolkit currently, but it is to give you a fair knowledge of what the structure look like, and where to get what and stuff like that, right? So this is a demo, and it is also an interactive video, an interactive demo. So it means that you would have to do some click-throughs to be able to go to next steps and what have you. And it also has sound that you definitely have to turn on. So of course, if I click on this, turn on sound, and then the sound is on, so you can hear in the background that some sound is going on over there, right? Something like that. And then you click on get started.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial.
Exactly.
You will be given an interactive walkthrough designed to guide you step by step through the features and functions of this toolkit. This will help you understand how to use it effectively. In order to advance, click on the arrows in the call-out balloon. When you are ready, kindly click the Get Started button to commence with the tutorial.
Yeah.
Use the menu buttons to quickly access relevant sources.
So now you click on the menu button.
Use the search bar to quickly find specific topics in the toolkit.
Exactly. So that is how it works. So it is very interactive. I mean, it's going to be beautiful when you are using it. I know you will love it. Yeah. So that is one feature of the toolkit. It is embedded across different pages, just to help you, understand exactly what you're doing. Boss.
Ok, je vais vous amener, je vais vous montrer quelque chose. Peut-être quand vous ouvrez cette plateforme, la première question que vous vous posez, comment est-ce que je vais naviguer dedans? Bon, nous avons déjà proposé ici un démo, donc une démonstration de comment ça fonctionne. Et c'est une vidéo modulaire, donc interactive. Vous pouvez cliquer des boutons dedans, comment commencer à Get Started, tel que vous l'avez vu. Bien que c'est en anglais, vous pouvez enlever les sons, vous pouvez les laisser, vous pouvez cliquer d'autres boutons selon les indications des flèches que vous voyez là-bas. Et c'est tellement bon, je pense que vous avez aimé l'expérience. Merci.
And for each demo, we have also extracted content for you. So for those who would want to read and practice, we have further extractions for you that you can actually follow, to make your accessibility to the toolkit easier for you. And these are all embedded in the toolkit, so it's really, really packed, right? But very smooth when you're using it, especially when you have enough memory with your browser. It should work really, really, really smooth for you. Boss.
Voilà, nous avons déjà implémenté dans la plateforme des éléments qui vous aident à bien naviguer dans la plateforme, tel que vous avez vu le défilement que Nana a essayé de faire dans la démonstration précédente. Ça vous aide à y aller vraiment facilement, ça vous sentir vraiment choqué.
Great. And just as I indicated, these navigation buttons are here to help you. So for instance, if you want to go to the next page, if you want to go to previous page, you can use these navigation buttons to do so. And there are also some quick links here. If you want to read quickly about how to create a DRep profile, you can just click on this and it is going to take you to that page, and then you can have access to it, right? So I'll just click on quick start, and then we have some glossary of terms here for you. So of course we built this with a mindset of educating people about Cardano governance and how they can participate effectively as DReps. So we are providing all of these terms for you as a DRep. It is definitely important for you to know what an abstain is. It is also important for you to know what a constitutional committee is, what a Chan hard fork is, what delegation is and stuff like that. So these are here to guide you. And of course, as time goes on, we are going to, be updating these glossary of terms with a lot more through our maintaining activities. Boss.
Voilà, il y a des fonctionnalités après la bienvenue, la navigation dans la plateforme. Il y a là où vous pouvez directement commencer. Donc, les éléments importants, on vient de montrer la fonctionnalité des boutons précédents, suivants, pour la matière précédente ou bien celle à venir. Et également, il y a des éléments qui vous conduisent directement à une matière précise telle que les quick stats ici où on vous montre un vocabulaire beaucoup plus familier à Cardano tel que EDA et bien d'autres éléments, surtout qui cadrent avec la gouvernance.
Perfect. So I'll go right into the next as well, which is some FAQs. We do have some FAQs here. Yeah, was.
Some people are complaining that your screen is blurred, so if you could, close the tab and reload it. And
If
then
it
you
is
have
blur,
less than 20 minutes as well, so please.
yeah, if it is blur, it's probably because of the network. So maybe I'll stop my video, and hopefully that helps. Is it okay now? Abby, can you confirm for me if it is okay? If it is okay at your end, then the issue is from their ends. So if, for instance, their connection is not stable, then of course they would have the video blurred out. They wouldn't be able to see it clearly.
Okay.
So confirm from me if you can see it clear from your end.
I can, but
Yeah,
I was
good.
hoping you could close the tab and or maybe reshare the screen.
Oh no, that wouldn't fix it. It's their connection. Their connection is not stable, or their bandwidth is a bit weak. That is why they are having the videos blurred out for them.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, we are recording this, so we are going to share the recording later on, so they can enjoy what is happening here. So I suggest that they listen in, and then later on they can reconcile. So yeah, as I was saying, we have some FAQs here. So if you want to quickly learn about something, if it has been asked before, of course, we have some questions here, and you can also use the feedback options to also suggest some, or ask some questions, and I will definitely add or use it to update these FAQs. What?
Voilà, un autre élément que nous avons dans cette plateforme, ce sont les questions fréquemment demandées. Vous pouvez le voir ici, elles sont en général, elles nous reviennent souvent, alors nous les mettons ici et nous proposons des réponses. Si vous avez une question, vous pouvez vérifier si elle n'apparaît pas directement ici, et vous cliquez dessus, vous aurez directement votre réponse. Et si vous avez d'autres questions qui ne sont pas encore là, nous pourrons les ajouter dans les features.
Yeah. Okay, so because of time, I'm now going to jump between some of these things. I'm not going to demonstrate all of it. I'll jump between, just demonstrate the ones that I think are most important at this point, and then of course, whilst you have the link to the toolkit, it is live. You can explore it later on at your own pace, and then have a feel of what everything looks like. So of course, we have some overview here which talks about Cardano governance, what it is, and how it has come about and what have you. And then there is some link to useful documents, like for instance the CIP 94, and of course it explains also the key roles in Cardano governance as well. And then of course, like I mentioned, there are two forms on each page, asking you for feedback and also asking you for content contribution. That is if you want to do so, and these are actually optional, right? If you want to do it, then you do it. Boss.
Alors, suite au problème du temps, je vais plus partir point par point, je vais sauter à travers les points. Surtout que vous avez déjà les liens de la plateforme, vous pouvez l'essayer à la maison. Alors, nous allons essayer d'y aller en vrac. Tel que vous voyez ici, il y a des éléments qui parlent de la gouvernance de Cardano. Vous pouvez naviguer là-dedans et trouver les éléments qui vous arrangent. Et toujours, vous pouvez continuer à contribuer comme il y a des formulaires des feedbacks pour les améliorations.
Great. And we have some quick reads for those who want to quickly know about some stuff. We have some quick reads here. Once you click on it, it is going to take you to the actual page. So for instance, if I click on Voltaire, it will take me to the page that talks about Voltaire in the toolkit, and here we are. So yeah, then you have the chance to sort of read about Voltaire. Boss?
Nous avons des lectures rapides pour vous si vous avez besoin des éléments précis, tels que vous voulez savoir beaucoup plus sur Voltaire, ou bien je ne sais pas, des tenteurs de EDA ou quelque chose de précis, et vous cliquez là-dessus comme sur le Voltaire et vous allez voir des éléments nécessaires déjà regroupés pour vous.
Great. Now, I would want to walk us through the DRep guide. I mean, all the contents are here, right? So I wouldn't have to talk about everything, but what I want you to know is that the toolkit explains what a DRep is, or what DReps are, who DReps are, and it also guides you on, if you want to, for instance, become a DRep, what are some of the eligibility criteria you need to meet. Those are all listed on there. And also it gives you some form of an initial onboarding list, so some things that you need to check if you want to become a DRep, they are all here. and then also we give you access to the DRep roles and responsibilities. There are some videos to help you understand what some of the parameters look like, or what they are, and how you can actually leverage on them as a DRep in your day-to-day activities. Boss.
Voilà. Maintenant, dans cette plateforme, comme vous le savez, la quintessence, et plus particulièrement sur les DRep, alors nous vous donnons des éléments qui vous guident si vous êtes un DRep, qui est-il, qu'est-ce qu'il doit faire, des vidéos et toute la matière nécessaire pour qu'un DRep puisse mener à bien son voyage dans la gouvernance des Cardano.
And also, of course, one issue we realized was that a lot of DReps have difficulties building trust and credibility with the ecosystem. So we have outlined some points in here to help you, be able to build some credibility that initially, or that in turn will gain you some trust as a DRep, and probably some more delegation. And of course, we have also listed some values that as a DRep you need to look forward to having, and then of course if you have these, then definitely to help you build your credibility in the ecosystem. And then we also have delegating to DReps. So this information is really important for either owners or either holders who wants to delegate their stake to DReps. And we have a lot of information, step-by-step instructions on how they can delegate to a DRep, either by using wallets, or probably going by either GovTools or Tempo.vote or whatever that they want to use. Boss.
Souvent, nous avons remarqué qu'il y a des problèmes de crédibilité et de transparence entre les DRep et la communauté. Alors, nous avons essayé d'énumérer certains éléments de crédibilité et de confiance que devrait avoir un DRep. C'est ce que vous voyez la liste ici. Également, nous avons donné certaines valeurs que devrait avoir un DRep. À part cela, delegating to DReps. À part cela, nous avons donné étape par étape comment vous pouvez déléguer à un DRep. Vous pouvez défiler à travers les lignes. Vous allez voir étape par étape du wallet jusqu'à la délégation à un DRep dans notre plateforme ici présente.
Yeah. And then we also have some wallet guide in the toolkit for our DReps and also day-to-day ADA holders. This wallet guide provides DReps with wallets that are compatible with Cardano governance, mainnet, and also testnet, right? So of course, Eternal, Typhoon, Yoroi, Daedalus, they are all compatible and also support DRep delegation on mainnet. So of course, if you have their wallet and you want to delegate, it is easy for you to delegate without having to visit GovTools or any other governance tools.
Cela étant dit, nous avons pu énumérer certains wallets qui sont beaucoup plus compatibles, et surtout avec des plateformes de la gouvernance des Cardano, plus particulièrement dans notre cadre ici avec les DRep. Vous pouvez voir la liste là et toutes les particularités bien décrites.
Yeah, and we have also provided a list of all wallets that are compatible for governance participation, and you have the mainnet, and we also have the preview testnet wallet, and of course there's a button that says create a wallet account. So if you want to create a wallet account, once you click on it, this is going to take you to Eternal. Then you'll be able to create a wallet account for yourself. So for each preview testnet wallet you create, you need something we call the testnet faucet or test ADA to be able to perform functions on the testnet, right? And we have a video here, or we have a demo here that allows you to learn about how to create a wallet that is on the preview testnet, and it is essentially the same process you would use when you want to create a wallet on the mainnet. The only difference is that you have to select between mainnet or preview testnet. So this demo here, right here, would guide you through the process, and then it would also guide you through how to also access the testnet faucet so that you will be able to record request for test ADA. And of course, after using the test ADA, we always advise that you return it to the faucet so that other developers can also make use of it. Boss.
Oui, précédemment, on vient de nous montrer des wallets qui sont compatibles avec les tests et les mainnets quand vous jonglez avec les plateformes de la gouvernance de Cardano. Et ici, présentement, quand vous testez un élément de la gouvernance ou quelque chose autre sur Cardano, vous n'avez pas besoin d'utiliser vos EDA, je dirais les vrais EDA. Vous pouvez utiliser des tests EDA. Donc, des aides qui vous permettent de faire tout simplement des tests. Et il y a une vidéo ici qui vous montre comment basculer entre les mains et les testnets en utilisant ces tests ADA que vous pouvez trouver dans les testnet faucets. Merci.
Yeah. And then now we'll look at how to become a DRep. So for instance, if you want to become a DRep, what must you do, right? I know that is one of the biggest questions people always ask. So if you want to become a DRep, we have this set of instructions here and guide here for you. We have provided a lot of details here that people could actually use. We have tutorials on creating a wallet account, connecting your wallet to GovTool, and also creating a DRep profile. And then finally, there are some DRep profile templates that you could actually, leverage to also create your own. And then, you can proceed from there on. Boss.
Maintenant, comment devenir un DRep? Bon, il y a peut-être déjà des questions sur qu'est-ce qu'un DRep pour ceux-là qui ne le savent pas, mais on va peut-être en parler après. Ici, nous vous montrons comment naviguer et devenir un DRep, le processus des connexions wallet, comment faire son profil et d'autres éléments qui sont susceptibles pour que quelqu'un devienne vraiment un DRep.
Yeah, so as you can see, these are all demos or tutorials that you can actually follow to do the same. And of course, like I mentioned, for those who also like to read and follow, we have also expanded the content for you, so you can read and just follow from there. And we have also provided access to some wallets that you could actually leverage on. So this one, for instance, has to do with creating a wallet account. And then we also have, if you want to create a multi-sig wallet account too, there is a guide here for you that you can actually follow to be able to do so. Right. So like I mentioned earlier, this toolkit is really, really, really packed with a lot of information for anybody at all who want to become a DRep, right? Or probably is a DRep and is struggling about their day-to-day activities. This toolkit is really packed and very useful and helpful for them to be able to do so, right? So, boss.
Oui, nous avons mis vraiment des éléments intéressants, importants pour tous ceux-là qui veulent en savoir un peu plus sur le DRep, les devenirs, comment se connecter, faire ceci ou cela. Il y a beaucoup, beaucoup de modules que nous avons pu énumérer ici et des liens qui peuvent vous aider dans votre navigation en devenant un DRep.
Yeah. And also, of course, like I mentioned earlier, there are some DRep profile templates that you could leverage. So yeah, we have some templates here that you could just look at it and then also use it to create your own. These are all interesting ones. These are for entities and then these are for individuals. You can register as a DRep as an individual or you can register as a DRep as an entity. So we have provided both options for people. And we have also integrated a demo video a demo that would guide you through updating your metadata as a DRep. That is one thing that a lot of DReps normally would not or normally do not or usually do not do, and it is really, really bad. As a DRep, you need to make sure that your metadata is always updated with your current status and stance. Boss.
Voilà, nous avons pu mettre pour vous des templates, des exemplaires, des profils des DRep. Si vous ne le savez pas, vous pouvez vous enregistrer en tant qu'individu ou en tant qu'une entité et il y a une structure à suivre. Par entière, nous avons mis également une vidéo, un module pour vous ici, comment vous pouvez mettre à jour votre profil en tant qu'en DRep.
And one may be wondering, okay, so if I register as a DRep and at the time I want to retire as a DRep, how do I also go about that particular process? So, yeah, we also have that covered in the toolkit. There's a lot of information for you to learn about how you can retire as a DRep, and also probably reinstate yourself as a DRep later when you finally decide that, okay, I want to come back as a DRep, right? So there's a ton of information for you here as well. Was
Peut-être que ça peut vous fatiguer ou vous n'avez plus du temps. Nous avons mis des processus pour que vous puissiez vous retirer en tant que DRep. Alors, ici, nous avons énuméré certains éléments que vous pouvez suivre étape par étape afin de vous retirer en tant que DRep.
And then, of course, as a DRep, you're always going to make use of the Gov tool for voting and checking other stuff. So we have a video, or why do I keep saying video? We have a demo that is going to guide you about the Gov tool layout and everything about the Gov tool that you need to know. So that is there for you. And we also have a couple of more information about how Gov tool functions and how you can actually use it as a DRep for you. We have it there. And also we have also provided some videos that helps you understand governance actions or governance proposals, and of course the types of governance action that there is, and then also what they mean to you as a DRep in the ecosystem, right? All of these are provided. And of course there are some charts that were developed by Cardano Foundation, and these charts are really useful for understanding how each and every governance action sort of reacts or operates or functions in the ecosystem when they are being submitted, with regards to how they expire, how they get ratified, how they get approved, and the rest. Was
Voilà, également, nous avons mis des modules pour vous qui parlent des GovTools. GovTools, c'est la plateforme par excellence où se passent toutes les activités de la gouvernance des Cardano. Alors, nous vous montrons comment naviguer là-dedans, comment ça se passe, comment les votes se passent. Également, on a parlé ici, il y a des modules qui parlent des actions de gouvernance. On vous montre comment on peut ratifier ou ne pas accepter une proposition, donc une action de gouvernance toujours avec cette plateforme.
Yeah. And I would jump straight into, as a DRep, two main things at a time you would want to do, or you may have to do, is either to propose a governance action or vote on a governance action. And if you want to propose a governance action as a DRep, we have a guide here for you, that is going to guide you through the whole process. And also, of course, like I mentioned, once it's a guide, we also do well to provide an expanded version so that those who like to read can read. And there's also a way of also storing your metadata. So that demo is also provided, and also giving the details of a metadata, how a proper governance action should be structured, what sort of metadata should be available for the ecosystem to sort of consider, or for the blockchain to actually accept. And we also have a video that walks you through how you can actually submit a governance action through the Cardano CLI. That is for those who want to do backend coding and not necessarily use the available tools like GovTools and maybe Tempo.vote and the rest, right? Was
Voilà, peut-être aussi que vous êtes en direct, mais que vous voulez proposer une action de gouvernance. Nous avons proposé également un module pour vous ici, étape par étape, comment vous pouvez y aller, comment vous pouvez disposer vos métadonnées, en fait, qui puissent être accessibles ou lues avec toute la communauté. À part cela, nous avons mis un module ici pour vous qui propose les Cardano CLI qui peut vous aider si vous touchez bien sûr du code à proposer avec une action de gouvernance.
Okay. And so that is pretty much at length what time could probably permit me to sort of do. But of course, I wouldn't leave before without talking about how you can vote on a governance action. So the guide is also here for you. And we have also an expanded version. Also, we also have what the voting threshold looks like for each and every governance action in terms of who or which two stakeholders must vote, or which three or which one stakeholder must vote for a particular governance action to go through. So these are all information that we have provided on this toolkit. And I think the most important thing, or one main thing that makes this whole toolkit interesting is the fact that we have done an extensive research to pull data from different endpoints into one place. That makes it easy for each and everybody who wants to be a DRep, to be able to access information and also operate effectively. Because a lot of this information, prior to this particular toolkit, you would have to open several tabs before you would come across this information, because they are all scattered across, and they have different endpoints, and accessing them sometimes become very difficult, and very frustrating for individuals. Personally, it used to be very frustrating for me as a DRep, because you have to open multiples of tabs to be able to find a particular information or data and then use it.
Voilà. Nous avons proposé ici également comment vous pouvez voter sur une action de gouvernance étape par étape, comment ça fonctionne. Et également, nous avons démontré comment se présentent les votes et à travers les différentes institutions, donc les DRep, les comités constitutionnels, les opérateurs des stake pools. Et également, tel que vous le savez, cette plateforme est vraiment importante pour un DRep parce que quand vous naviguez à travers les plateformes, il y a beaucoup d'endpoints qui ne vont pas vous permettre de vous sentir à l'aise. Alors, il serait mieux peut-être de revenir sur cette plateforme en fait que vous soyez complètement guidé. Entre parenthèses, on a demandé aux gens de lire sur DRepChain les toolkits parce qu'il y aura un quiz vers la fin.
Yeah, and as bonus, we also integrated a DRep directory, which essentially is to help you, learn how to campaign as a DRep. Because one major thing that is very difficult to do in the ecosystem is to actually win delegation, right? As a DRep, or get delegation, it is a very difficult thing that a lot of DReps are actually struggling with, and it actually discourages a lot of people from acting as DRep. So we have integrated some data points here that seeks to guide new DReps on how they can actually campaign themselves as a DRep in order to win some delegation from the ecosystem. We also put a video here that from DRep TV that seeks to teach people how to create a simple campaign that they can share on socials for people to know about their DRep status and also decide to delegate to them. Right, and of course we have some platforms here. We have some templates here that you can actually also look at and also do the same. Make it and just share with the ecosystem, and that is also going to help you with winning delegators as a DRep. Boss.
Voilà, nous avons trouvé également qu'il y a certains DRep qui ont des complexités de naviguer à travers leur profil. Alors, nous avons proposé un module sur le DRep Directory qui vous permet de savoir comment naviguer à travers vos éléments, peut-être le mettre à jour ou bien les disposer tel qu'il faut. À part ça, on a mis bien d'autres éléments et nous avons pris également un module, une vidéo des DRep TV qui montre comment vous pouvez monter votre propre campagne pour attirer des délégants afin qu'ils puissent déléguer sur votre DRep.
Yeah, so that is at length what I have for you guys in terms of showcasing this toolkit. There are other options on there. I would only encourage you to visit the platform yourself, take your time, and then play around it. And of course, you'll be able to discover a lot of things that I actually didn't get the time to discuss, right? So yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you very much for listening in and joining us on this particular webinar. Over to you, Abigail.
Okay. Thank you, Nana, for the presentation. We'll be taking questions now. So if anyone has a question for Nana, you can put that in the group chat. Sorry, the chat, or you can request to speak to him as well. We have an FAQ session on the toolkit, so you can also check that out for some questions to be answered. So anyone with a question, please raise your hand and you speak.
Voilà, c'est le temps des questions-réponses. Si vous avez des questions, vous pouvez lever votre main et demander directement la question ou vous pouvez écrire dans les chats. Si vous êtes francophone, n'oubliez pas de taper votre question dans les chats. Nous allons vous aider à traduire ça afin que vous puissiez trouver vos réponses par rapport à vos questions.
Okay, so if anyone doesn't have a question, I think I asked people to check out the toolkit. You can also request to speak and, share your feedback with us, how you enjoyed it whilst you were exploring the toolkit.
Yeah, and it looks like people are putting their remarks in the comment section,
Yes,
which
yes.
are really profounding. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So moving on, we do have a trivia session. Would want to try out with you guys. There's some rewards that come with it as well. So for now, there are certain rules we want you to follow as we share the link with you. So whilst you're taking the quiz, please use your full name. Refrain from using multiple accounts as well. We give you 10 minutes to complete everything, but the more fast you are, the more you'll be able to be ahead of your colleagues in terms of winning. It's more so answering the questions accurately and also being fast. So I'll share the trivia link in the chat, and then we all can go to the link and then start answering the questions.
The part I love the most.
Nous avons une partie des concours. On va vous demander de compléter votre nom tel qu'il est, surtout les noms complets, et d'être les plus souples possible parce qu'au fur et à mesure vous répondez les plus vite, vous aurez aussi la place des plus devant. Donc, dès qu'on met les liens dans les chats, vous devez être très souple pour prendre ça en fait de commencer à répondre le plus vite possible.
Yeah, we are now at the part I love the most.
Okay, so I'll be putting the link in the chat. You could click on the link now and your time starts now for everyone who wants to participate. So as we are going through the game, if we could get some music in the background. Thank you. So the link is in the chat now for anyone who wants to participate as well. Is the link working for everyone? Thumbs up if it's working.
I'm sure they are on the it takes them to a different browser, so they would have to come back and forth with the Zoom platform. So yeah, I'm sure they are on it.
If I speak English, no what I don't want punish you. now, no. Finish work for me, oh, tomato. Put that thing back,
Did you already launch?
Abby, is a quiz launched?
I came to pass the name.
Yeah, it looks like they are waiting for the launch. And you are muted too.
Okay, I'm coming. A minute.
We can't get access to the code. Don't know.
Okay. Please give me a minute or two. Let me sort that out. Okay, so I'm putting a new link in the chat for everyone to use, and then a code. Okay, a code instead. Let me share the code instead.
On va mettre un nouveau lien dans les chats et un code pour que les gens puissent se reconnecter.
So the link and the code is in the chat. Just access and then answer the questions in the game. Remember that the fastest fingers with the accurate answers stands the highest opportunity of winning the game. So you need to be quick about it.
Speleke mawatia ila speleke dia ila songonga dia ila dia toa sasamba 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 hip hip pure hip hip pure I got top champagne, 15 years, I might start 32,000, I call it spend mi casa, su casa amigo, samba, casa, su casa, amigo, mi casa, su casa, amigo. Asame, baby, asame, sali malaga di zaga na bitwa. Samba, samba, Look what the hot body can do. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing, slow wine, so my body so fine. Like us, till I'm at the inside. 2 1, till I'm at the inside. Make sense, so make sense. Oh my God, I'm in resistance. Fragrance from a distance. Make sense, so make sense. Body be dancing, controller, controller. I get in both for my holder. Make your body slow and not slow down. Put it on the low, no go loud down. You know the things I wanna do tonight. Unusual. Put it down, make I take away your peace of mind. You go blow like water, we get the freeze up like open your eyes and look. Look what the hot body can do. I say, look. Focus. Look what the hot body can do. Body be dancing, slow wine, so my body so fine. Like us, till I'm at the inside. 2 1, till I'm at the inside. Make sense, so make sense. Oh my God, I need resistance. Fragrance from a distance. Make sense, so make sense. Body be look. Look what the hot body can do. I said, baby, look what the hot body can do.
Less than 4 minutes to go. Remaining minutes now. Taking the quiz. Please be fast.
The president of Pluto. Desperado, many, my amigo, Balotelli, ladies taking me photo, paparazzi, Don Julio, Don Diami, Egumete Ula, mi pestaza Ula, Azametra Ula, Niente Ula, Egumete Ula, mi pestaza Ula, Azametra Ula, Ula, Ula,
Don't get it twisted. I got be my witness. Me and you not get to business. I take my kindness for weakness. So I feel no go tear my singlet. Oh boo, challenge. No they joke with my percentage. No go give to Caesar. What belongs to Otoku? Not this you at all. The money over their love. Money no like cha. Oh, no more feet, Gaza. All in no man, my broad. Yeah, my son, my man.
And while we are working on the quiz, I've noticed some wonderful participants that I sort of want to give shout outs and acknowledge. So just spare me your ears. I want to, thanks Mary for enjoying the songs. I want to acknowledge the presence of Doche Francis and Samuel Moncho. These guys were, part of the research for this particular toolkit, and they did a great job. And we cannot thank them enough for their contribution to this toolkit. And of course, anybody at all here on who also helped out with the testing phase, we want to say a very big thank you to you for giving us your time, giving us your knowledge, and then giving us your experience. It was really, really useful, and it has really helped us in shaping the toolkit to what it is now. That being said, I want to also encourage you, if you want to contribute some content or some feedback to further development and maintaining of the toolkit, please feel free, use the forms, and then let's do this for the ecosystem. Thank you.
They're calling me Gaddafi. Don't bend, don't break, don't fold. It's a bad boy gangster party. All my niggas sticking to the code.
Thank you, man. The quiz ends in a minute, so we'll be announcing the winners at the end.
Couple scammers there that I know. Santander and
One more minute.
Une minute encore, une minute avant de terminer.
I chat smoking jamba past me. Don't tell my secret, they go grass me. Illuminati, top for the food chain, the hierarchy. She wants something my thing, not moving classy, but no be that type of person I be. Roll her iron, kissing her teeth. Dot my iron, crossing my teeth.
And I dedicate this song to the 3 winners of the quiz.
Thank you. So the quiz has officially ended. Can you hear me, Nana?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'd like to share my screen. A moment.
Sure, go ahead, please. Or maybe you can wait a few minutes, because I understand that some people had to drop off to be able to access the quiz. So if you can wait a few, maybe like 2 minutes, and then they will come back in.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. The winner is yet to be announced. So we would say
Up and never. Do what you want to do. I want to be no one good. Yeah. Do me get it, do me tender. I want to live for the world. I want to live for the world. Yeah. Easy now, take it easy.
Cocky don't cruise my cheese. You spoke on for video.
The game is over.
Put on your shoe, make it stand that this. All your sorrow, make it just them.
It's unfortunate.
If you know be like the pookie. One more
Okay, so Abi, I think you can proceed now.
Okay. So it seems some people, I mean, 2 winners didn't mention their full names. That means the money is coming to me. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so we have Abigail. I'm also Abigail, so I'd have to keep the money for myself then. Abigail, Julian, and then Martin, emerging as our 3 winners for this trivia.
Yay!
Let's clap for them.
Yay! Congratulations!
Abigail, Julian, you'd have to talk to us behind the scenes. I mean, Abigail, if we could get a surname, Julian, if we could get a surname as well.
Yeah. Who is Abigail? Who is Julian? Could you raise your hand? Let's see who we have. And of course, congratulations to all those who participated in the, in the quiz. Who is Julian? Who is Abigail? I know we have Abigail Asante on this call, but I don't know if you have any other Abigail. Wow, it will be difficult.
He tries to put her name in the chat. Abigail Asante.
Okay, so Abigail, you are saying it's you. How do we know it's you? Proof of identity. How do we know it's you? And Julian. Okay. Looks like Julian is not back on the call, is she? Julian, are you here?
Il y a un certain Julien ici.
Okay, so
Right.
I think we'll be reaching out to all 3 at the end. We'll take your addresses, wallet addresses, and then we'll proceed from there.
Yeah, but I mean, Abby, these ones have emails attached in the back end, right?
I'll have to check that afterwards.
Okay, sure. All right. So, Abigail, Julian, and Martin. Congratulations, guys. You deserve it.
Yeah. So it's currently 5:36. I think we are at the end of our live webinar. Thank you guys for being here, sharing this journey with us as well. We've included our contact in the toolkit and also on the presentation slides. If you have any questions for us, you want to contribute some content, you could reach out to us and would help you out. Okay. Thank you guys for being here once again. Bye.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should they drop their emails in the chat? Or we have their emails?
Okay, so Abigail, Julian, and Martin, just send an email to hello@DRepChain.org stating that you participated in the quiz and then you emerged as winners. And then we can take it from there. Abigail, Julian, and Martin.
Joy is gone. Only I leave the heart. Yeah. Joy is gone. Joy is gone. Joy is gone. Only I leave the heart.
For life it's easy sport. Every day now I believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop fully so. Chop fully so. Even my mama joined them. My grandma joined, my papa joined. But my shima comes first. Round and best. Come to my doorstep. At the rose, all of them are salted. Yeah. Oh, give me money, make I one person. I know they carry kitty, we don't like shopping. Gucci, Fendi, Versace, Nike, she can't do sporting. She don't want to worry about kids. Oh, she the baby like Calamantus, press up quickly. The whole of zone one, they might building. Mommy shut the door, they want beg me. Put down school fees. Some of them go use the money, camp up. They don't like it, it's born. Every day now I believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop fully so. Shaggy, chop fully so. Bastard.
Oh, yeah. You know my killer when they stay for Bodo, Yipo. Steady the charge for dollars. Oh, yeah. The one for you, know they hear more though. Samantha said with the leg walk on. Sexy girls, see they can't go. If you know be Gucci, my brother, say Shelly, Addis Ababa, Solomon Gandhi. With the first life, it's